Hey, Boss, I here once again with another tank video. This one is my M2 light tank, a tier 2 tank, which I used to have until World of Tanks took all the tier 2 tanks away. This video was recorded last year in June 2020. So this was recorded at a time when I was starting a new account, hence starting World of Tanks all over again. That's why I'm playing in this M2 Lite. I don't know why World of Tanks got rid of Tier 1 and Tier 2 tanks as well as some of the Tier 3 tanks. People in some forums say that they did that to nullify seal clubbing. But in my point of view, that doesn't really solve the issue because you'll have beginners, basically seals, playing in Tier 3 and Tier 4 matches against experienced players, right? So I don't think that's the reason why. I don't know what the real reason why is. And I miss playing these tanks because they were fun. Even as a beginner, I knew I was playing against experienced players. And I learned a lot playing these matches. For example, you learn how a map is, and how your tank, if you're TD or a light tank in this situation, works well in certain areas of the map. Here's a perfect example. In mines, I learned that taking the center mound is very, very advantageous to light tanks and TDs, tank destroyers, with a lot of camo. And I learned this early on as a Tier 2, beginning Tier 2 player. I also enjoyed how fast-paced these games were because all the tanks were light tanks. They were all fast. And they were either equipped with machine guns, such as this Viper, or strong single-shot guns like you would find on a Tier 2 tank destroyer. And for early artillery players, they learn where to park their tanks on the map so they're not seen, and use that crazy aiming system they use on the map. So I hope World of Tanks brings back the Tier 2 and Tier 1 tanks. They were great learning tools for early players. I don't know what they're doing now by mixing early players with more experienced players and more difficult tanks to play with. I also hope they bring back some of those maps which they took away, where these Tier 2 light tanks and TDs and RDs used to play in, such as Komorin, Ghost Town, even Ensk. Although Ensk is not my favorite map to play in, it was one of those better maps you could play at Tier 2 and above. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents. I'll catch you guys later.
Nice shot, Artie.
And in the meantime, enjoy the rest of this video. Thanks.
Oh, there he is.
Bye.
There he is, that little shit.
Ready to fire on target. Enemies looking right at us.
Nice.
Great job, man.
Can't believe we're gonna survive that one. Tier 2. M2 light.